pillars are curves for K-pop. K-pop repopularized the concept of groups to the world. The early idea of having a group was that every member had a different spark to them and they complemented the group in their own way. Every member had different roles in the group, and so positions were created for members, and a group was created by keeping that positions in mind. You had to have at least a good rapper, a main vocalist, and a performer to keep every type of audience entertained. SM created and solidified this type of system, and other groups followed. Second Gen was pioneer of groups having solid main positions. We had great rappers like CL and Ellie, main vocalists like Jessica and Taeyeon, main dancers like Hyolyn and Minji, because all of them were casted to fill a gap in the group. Third Gen kept the tradition alive, but fourth Gen was where the deviation actually started. There were too many shifts in K-pop in fourth Gen. K-pop became more dance and visual oriented. Idols got heavily involved in auto-tune, so the whole element of needing good singers went away. There was no need of good singers anymore. A basic singing training would be enough and the rest you can manage with auto-tune. Dancing, on the other hand, is not something you can reproduce by some help from computer. You cannot edit moves on camera. You need to have at least basic training of dance to get that right. So the era of casting based on talent was gone. The other thing was that the influencer culture was on its peak during pandemic. K-pop started growing in West. For global audiences, their mesmerizing visuals and performances were much more appealing than their vocals. Visuals and performances were what made them stand out among global audiences. Because most of the time they were too lazy to stand a group based on lyricism and artistry. And artistry was seriously never the main point of K-pop. The only thing that made them stand out was their beauty and the fact that they could dance while singing. The newer groups created after this were made by keeping this new approach in mind. They had breathtaking visuals, knew how to dance, and were basic level singers and rappers. But none of those members were stand out in their own respective categories. Good visuals was the only criteria left to get into a K-pop group. You need to be more appealing to a global audience with different beauty standards all around the world, and the ability to engage with the audience, and the rest would be managed by the company. The other thing that became much more popular in this generation was that difference in members was less appreciated. Members had to fit in a certain mold to be taken as a member of a group. The old idea of having different members appeal different kind of audience was long gone. The members either fit in one concept, one aesthetic, or they no longer are part of the lineup. This created uniformity in the K-pop scene. Every newer group debuting had members that were too similar to each other or to other groups of the same era, because they were casted solely to entertain the social media and not to create good music. The thing with K-pop is that it's already 5th gen. Being an idol is no longer a dream as it was in the past. It has turned into a dream job for thousands of people out there. So it's no longer that someone had a dream to become a rapper, a singer, or a dancer. It's the dream to become an idol who can do it all. Idols are no longer trained to be a singer or rapper or dancer. They are trained to be appealing so they can sell a lot more that I can do with so that they can sell a lot more that they can sell a lot more that they could do with only their talent.